Shalom, shalom, Yashra Allah, the true Hebrew Israelites of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Coming to you once again, the props out of downfall of Babylon the Great. First thing first, go ahead to the east. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash, which correct names of the Heavenly Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and shalom to the sister and brothers living this truth. We're going to start this lesson out right now. We're going to get on to the wickedness of the women in our nation. Talking about Eve. Because right now we got a whole lot of Jezebel, a whole lot of harlotry running rampant right now in 2021. And a lot of women that don't want to come back into the law, such commandments, and the wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. They refuse to do that. They want to follow the laws and the philosophy of this world and this understanding of this world. And then they will trim me out. They get bad results and then don't know why they're getting bad results, because you're going against the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We're going to start over the precept. This is Sirach, also called Ecclesiasticus 25:24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So sin, the first person to go against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah was, guess what? Guess who it was? It was our woman, Eve. She the first person that hearkened to the serpent, which in the spirit of the serpent now is Esau Edom, aka the white man. That's who all women love to listen to. They listen to them first and foremost. And that's why we in this pitiful state that we in now. Because like I just read in that scripture said, through her, we all die. Because what leads to death? Sin leads to death. And sin is it was the transgression of the law, going against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, because contrary to popular belief, when she ate the forbidden fruit, that was not like eating an apple or something like that. What Eve did was she took on a foreign philosophy. It was another way to live without Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And she convinced her husband Adam to do the same. And ever since then, we've been in a pitiful state. Ever since then, we always go off. And when I notice, and y'all can take this, Akim, the Most High compares us to a comely and delicate woman. Israel's compared to a woman. And the husband, the man that's supposed to keep us, Yahweh Shah. So, if you want to be, presentable, or to get you what they say, a high value male, you got to clean yourself up. And that's what we're doing right now. We got our garments on, the sackcloth, we pleading, getting back to the law, statutes, commandments, doing everything in our power to clean ourselves up, so when Yahweh Shah comes back, the true husband, we can be found, in favor. He'll take us back and deliver us. And the thing about women, y'all gotta do the same thing to us. It's the same dynamic. It's the same thing, man. Y'all think y'all can go ahead and be hoes, be on Instagram, OnlyFans, listen to Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, do all this whole stuff, and then think some high value man gonna marry you up. It don't work like that. Don't no man want no hoe at all. And so not no filthy hoe. If you ratchet, you a filthy hoe. Don't nobody want that. Which this whole dynamic, really, Esau Edom set this whole dynamic up, with the blessings of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, which the Ak over here by Yan, he got a book called the Willie Lynch Letter.
Alright, this is the Willie Lynch. It's basically the Willie Lynch letter in making a slave. Alright, I'm gonna just read a paragraph, and the paragraph is called The Negro Marriage Unit. And it says, we breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger females. Then we take the nigger male away from them and keep them moving and working. And that's symbolic to today, where you got the men that's in jail, and you got the men that constantly working just to provide for their family. And he said, and then this is in reference to their idea. He said, say the nigger female bears a nigger female, and another bears a nigger male. Both nigger females being without the influence of the nigger male image, frozen with an independent psychology. And he said, will raise their offspring into reverse position. The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself, independent and negotiable. We negotiate with her, through her, by her, and negotiate her at will. The one with the nigger male offspring, she being frozen with subconscious fear for her life, fear for his life, will raise him to be mentally dependent and weak, but physically strong in other words, body over mind. Now in a few years, when these two offspring become fertile, for every reproduction, we will mate and breed them and continue the cycle. This is good sound and long-range comprehensive planning.
Hear that? So that's why we got these niggas, and that's why you got these ratchet hoes. That's why you got this, I'm an independent woman. I don't need no man. I just read where that idea came from. That ain't even your original idea. Esau Edom built you like that because he knows that you need a man. You know, if you take away this whole system that we living in, which is a false reality, you know, the number one asset you can have is a man. And not just any man, a man that's governed by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Hopeful elect man right there. That's what man you need. Then you see, he said the man to be what, mentally weak but physically strong?
Yeah.
That's a nigga. That's these hood niggas. You know, they dumb as all hell, but you know what I'm saying? But go out and kill another Israelite man or beat up another Israelite man to get over on them and think that's something right there. Like they put all their pride into their physical strength. Like I just whooped that nigga ass, or I just killed little Ray Ray on 4-7, you know what I'm saying? So I go hard, you know? And that's the psychological, that's a mindset of our nation right now. And if you think about it, that's a dead mind state, Aki, you know? That's why we dead as a nation. And who set that up? Esau Edom set that up, you know? Like I said, through the blessings of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that's that dead state. But what he just read, that goes in the curses of Deuteronomy 28. That's how the curses got on you. He let Esau Edom put the curses on you by psychologically messing your mind up. Right there doing slavery, man. All that is found in Deuteronomy 28. All that you looking for right there, what's going on? Because he just said right there, breed the man and have him go from woman to woman. That's why men do that. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff can come right back to slavery. You trace it right back to slavery. Just like that. And the whole dynamic, the real dynamic from you set up has been broken down. That's why we can't come together. The Israelite man is off and the Israelite woman is off. You know? And the men, I noticed the men are coming back versus, you know, only a couple women are coming back. I'm not speaking to the women that came back to y'all, Bashim Yahushua. Y'all very precious and y'all faith boosters to us because everything is dedicated to the woman's flesh. That's why it's so easy for a woman to go off. I know they make, she can go sell a little, you know, sell a little pussy, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why it goes to, they said we negotiate with her, through her, by her, and negotiate her at will. And that's going into the DHS, you know, what's the program they use? The housing authority, Section 8, all of that. Man, that's why they would rather deal with the woman instead of the man, because the man is have a mentality that they can think and they think through stuff, but a woman they so emotional that they prey on that.
Play on her emotion. Think about it. The serpent did that to Eve. Yep. You think about it, that's the same dynamic, man. Set up.
Genesis 3:1. You start right there. That's what he's talking about. And so, I got a precept to kind of start out with, which is basically the order. Which is
I got one on the order too, so you can bring that. I'm gonna bring mine too.
This is let me get it real quick. This is basically 1 Corinthians.
11:3.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 11:3. Okay, here we go.
Out. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, and I'm gonna start at verse 2. And it says, "Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinance." And the ordinance is basically that order of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua want us to keep. And he said, "As I delivered them to you." Verse 3, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of the Mashiach the man is the Hamashiach, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High." Okay, and then and that's pretty much the order, and that's the reason why Esau Edom through this Willie Lynch letter broke down in order, because he knew that if we keep that order, basically the head of every man is the Mashiach. If every man is following the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, then that means that the Esau Edom can't destroy us. So he took out that order by turning the woman against us as men. He took drink out their water by turning the man onto their other philosophy. You know, the Buddhism, Christianity, all of those philosophies. Okay?
I got another thing to go because they started the order from the very first gate. Because I got Genesis. We're gonna break it all the way. That's Genesis 3 and 14. You know, and it's going into the curses after Eve already accepted the forbidden fruit. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, because they have done this, they are cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly thou shalt go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Now breaking that down, proper perspective, when he said on your belly you should go, Esau is known as the basis of men. They're real low. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say on your belly you go. So say when they hit you with something like, man, that was low down. That was real low. Yep. Esau is the basis of men. So they right there, that low, they mean he gonna be real low. Everything he does is gonna be in a low grade. And then he said you should eat dust for all the days of your life. This word is compared to living water. That's why Esau even can't break down this word right. You know, that's why he can't get the prophecies right, because he can't eat this. Because the Most High said he should eat dust all the days of his life. Only the Israelites can get this and receive this and convey it in the truest of its form. That's why there should be, you shouldn't go no Edomite pastors, no so-called white man. They can't break this down right. Wow. Check it out. And he said,
that does go into confusion.
Yep, you can put that too. Dust go into confusion. Perfect. And he said, I will put enmity between thee and the woman, between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and that shall bruise his heel. You know, so like you already said right there, he's gonna bruise our heel. So that's why we got messed up through these curses. You know, but in the end, Yahushua said he gonna do what? Bruise his head. He gonna clutch his head. So that's what we waiting on is Yahushua to take this devil out. You know, and here go the main part I want to hit. Here go the order. You know, it says 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Did you just hear what I just said? Rule over thee. I notice our women have a hard time with that, man. They don't want to be in subjection to the man. I just read you the proper order. I just read the proper order here in Genesis. Your man is supposed to rule over you. Yes, he does. You got to be in subjection to him. You need to hearken and listen to your man, especially if you got a hopefully elect man. If he in these scriptures and he breaking it down, and he going by the laws and commandments, hey, you got the highest valuable man out here that you can have. That man has, you know what I'm saying, the ability to be saved and be delivered. And through him, you might be saved too. So, I can't stress that enough, man. He said he should rule over thee. Y'all got to get this, because who set that up? What was it, Esau Edom? Yeah. Independent woman? I don't need no man and all that. That's why you're going to be destroyed out here. Because you took away your number one asset.
That's why they think they can rule over. I got a precept to back you up right there. This is going back into Ecclesiastes, 1 Corinthians chapter 11. This 1 Corinthians chapter 11 in verse 8. And it says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. In verse 9. And it says, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So, and that's that proper order, okay? So, when Esau Edom established these laws, he took us completely out of order, and that's why they worship and they put the Megan Thee Stallion, the Cardi B. That's why they worshiping them and they put them on a high pedestal.
Okay? They want them to be whole.
Yeah.
And whole is out of order, man.
And you notice, like, going on that point when you said they're a base man, notice how they actually need us in order to keep their society going. Okay, like when they came over here, when Christopher Columbus, they came over here, they needed the Indians for them to survive. So it's the same thing then. It's still the same thing today. Yeah, I got it.
Well, I got another person to back you up, like you just said. See, they want our women to be hoes. Because just like the serpent took out Adam, what did he use to take out Adam? He used his woman. Because he can't come at us directly, man, because we too strong, we too smart for this devil. So he got to use what we love in order to destroy us. And it says right here, what's that? Proverbs 23 and 27. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. So you get with a whore, hey, she gonna take you down. Because ain't nothing good about her, man. She's wicked, you know, and she gonna lay you up with wickedness, man. The number one thing to take out, because I wouldn't say great kings and get took out, a whore. You got that? Man, you figure that out, man. That's the number one thing that destroys the way of kings.
This is Proverbs 14:1. It says, every wise woman buildeth her house, but a foolish one pluck it down with her hands. Hey, and that's these women right here. You're trying to build a house with these women, and they plucking it down with their hands, man, destroying everything because they want to rule over the man. They're opposite order because Edom set it up with these unrighteous decrees. So y'all got it.
Yeah, I got another precept back of what you just said. This is Proverbs 9:13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
Right.
So they just let you know right there, these little loudmouth ass, little ratchet little hoes, they don't know nothing, man. They stupid. They full of plantation Christianity. And then thinking they know something. Or they think they got a little degree. Esau done gave them a little master's, little doctor's degree, they think they know something. Not knowing in the day of destruction, ain't none of that stuff gonna mean nothing. You know?
They over there floating their master's degree like it's an ornament, like there's something that, you know, like the Most High is dealing with them, okay?
You know, if you got one, that's cool, but it's really just a piece of paper, man.
Right.
In order for you to make some money in Esau Edom's kingdom, it's really not gonna deliver you. It's really just not that important, man. Because when all hell breaks loose and the society collapse, what's your degree gonna do for you?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
And then that's another thing, man. That's why the women, you know, your so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American women, you got to get that mindset as if the Most High can come deal with you directly. He's not. He deal with the man first, and then the woman. That's that order.
Yeah, that you just read, that proper order. Every head of every man is Hamashiach, man.
Yeah.
We breaking this word down, you know?
And that's why most men, we get, because that's why the men, when the Most High come and judge the earth, guess who he gonna come and judge first? He gonna judge the men. And they break down that order. I got a precept to back up both of what y'all just read. Let me really grab it real quick. This is the book of Proverbs. And this is the book of Proverbs, which is speaking about the wisdom of this book. And it says, Proverbs 7:4, it says, say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call it understanding thy kinswoman. And that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flatter with her words. And they go into the words that you might hear from a woman. You know, they might, like the story that you brought up earlier, you know, you got a woman that try to entice you to doing these sinful things, right? And you jump down to verse 25. This Proverbs chapter 7:25. It says, let not thy heart decline to her ways, go not astray in her path. For she has cast down many wounds, yet many strong men have been slain by her. Salakia. And it said, Proverbs chapter 7:27, he said, her house is in the way to hell, going down into the chambers of death. So basically dealing with a wicked woman, you got these women, man. I had some people that I knew back in the day that basically flattered them with her words, and she basically set that man up to be killed. So that's just a perfect example of dealing with these wicked women that don't want to turn back to the ways of Yahweh Shah, dealing with a prostitute, okay? And it ain't just the so-called prostitute, it's these women that don't portray themselves to be a prostitute, but they got a lot of men. They got what they call a lot of concubines. They brag about that. And knowing that they got crazy men on their list, and next thing you know, they got one man in the house and another man come banging at their door. That's another way to the chambers of death. One of the men's gonna die because they gonna fight over her.
I got a precept. This is Proverbs 21:19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with the contentious and angry woman. Hey man, it's better to dwell in the wilderness, man. It's better to be out there with a tent with no food or nothing than to dwell with an angry and contentious woman, man. Because shit, she gonna throw everything off. She's gonna have you going totally off, going against the Most High, and then shit, you're gonna be confused and out of your mind trying to listen to this craziness, madness that she's bringing out. It's, man, the scriptures right here is trying to get us on the right track, because hey, the man is the higher value thing, man. We think with logic, and the woman, she think with her feelings and emotions. And her emotions have her going off, and she's susceptible to falling victim to everything Esau Edom lays out there. And which all that is wickedness and chaos and death, man. I got it.
And think about it too, you in the house with a woman, she gonna vex the mess out of you, man. Basically, she creates hell on earth. It's like you in hell, man. You know, she gonna run her mouth, she gonna put you in a bad mood, and she gonna throw you out the spirit. Like you trying to do work, y'all busting y'all shop, she gonna throw your whole spirit off, man. She gonna always have you angry, she gonna make you mad. You gonna get that same negative energy in you coming from her. Why you over there every Saturday and Sunday with the club with your friends? Why you ain't over here spending the Saturday and Sunday with me, man? All this crazy.
That's what that is.
Misery loves company, man. So if she miserable, she gonna make you miserable too, y'all Sharala.
And that's another, that brings back to, because the woman actually has the power to bring hell or earth, you know what I'm saying? So, like when you got a man that's trying to do the right thing, her job is to help him build that house.
The woman's supposed to be a pillar of rest to her husband.
Right. And that's why what the God just read in Proverbs 14:1, he said a wise woman builds her house. So when a man is trying to, help, when a man got things going for himself, that's what he wants, is a wise woman. But the foolish woman is gonna pluck it down with her own hand. So that goes into the women that, what is that, 70% of the divorce rate is filed by the woman? That's a foolish woman plucking it down with her own hand. That's one example. You got the woman that's relying on Esau Edom's sister, trying to put their man on child support. They plucking it down with her own hand, because guess what? If he's working, he got to pay child support to that woman. He can't use that money to build his household. Okay?
And that's why I say you really foolish to even get married in an Edomite way to a Babylonian woman.
Right.
You shouldn't even, that's why I don't even want to do all of that, man. Which I got to preach it back what Ak just said, what he just read. That's also in the book of Sirach. This is Sirach 25:16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. So a wicked woman is worse than a lion, man. And a lion can kill you, man. That's a vicious beast right there. And a dragon, come on, man. Yeah, so the Most High said a wicked woman is worse than that, and that's because she gonna kill you slowly. It's a slow kill, and you ain't gonna know that she's killing you. You're not even gonna know it. You think you getting a little sex, you can think you good, and every day, little by little, man, she's killing your spirit, man. And that's the real death, because she cutting you off from your house by Shemi Awashah, which I got another precept to combo that up with, and this is 25:19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So a woman could do some wickedness into her, but that's why most women don't hold themselves accountable. They'll do a little messed up stuff, all kinds of stuff, but like, I didn't do nothing wrong, or she'll blame somebody else. Well, if you would have opened the door, I wouldn't have to kick your door in, Or if you would have just answered the phone, I wouldn't have to break your phone, Everything is always, they're going to put it on somebody. There's no accountability with a wicked woman, man.
I got to back you up,
Man, bring that out.
It says, this is Proverbs chapter 30 and 20. It says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and say, I have done no wickedness. And that's just spot on what I just said, man. No accountability. As a matter of fact, there's another precept was in the book of Sirach, was the same. You got
You got the book of Sirach 26 and 12.
Okay. 26 and 12.
Yeah, man. I was just thinking of that. It goes exactly what you just read.
Yeah, go ahead and bring that out. These women, man, hey, they will destroy you. They will set up. Esau sets them up to destroy you. That's his number one weapon against you. Y'all Sharala?
Yeah. Okay. All right, I got it right here. This is Sirach 26 and 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain and drink. When he had found a fountain to drink of every water near her, by every head she would sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
Yeah.
Like that down out.
Yeah, he said, read the first part again.
Yeah, it's gone. He said, Sirach 26 and 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler, man. She's gonna go all around and doing her thing, man, with her mouth. Shit that spitting game.
Yeah.
Shit, oral sex, doing anything she can do. Shit, cause that's just how these women is. They hoes nowadays. You wanna read on?
They said, and when he had found a fountain and drink of every water near her.
When she's drinking every water near her,
And it says, by every head will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
Hey, she's gonna be over there taking every arrow from every dude, man. Every arrow from every dude. That's that whole shit, man. See, y'all got it, though.
And like I said, like a thirsty child, like to break it down, man. And they said the fountain, so it's like that hope, that thing. Like any man that got some water, they can quench her thirst, basically go to some money and some bread, and she gonna open up her quiver, man. She gonna take that ride, you know, because what she want. Because like in a word, like I don't know, we're gonna get it, it say don't let a woman gather a bride. If you think about it, Babylon the Great has let a woman gather a bride. You know, a woman pretty much got dominion in this planet. You know, she can get anything she wants. By, like he said, like a thirst trap, open her mouth. What they call it, a thirst trap?
Yeah.
Dress real sexy.
Yeah.
That's a thirst trap, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, for that pure water you got, hey, she gonna open up her quiver, man.
Plus women, they flock to power, man. So shit, a man got anything that's good and that they like, hey, they gonna lay down with them. They gonna open their mouth up or open their legs up just to get whatever they need to get at that time.
Yeah, which I got something too, which is how a woman should carry herself. You know, this is 1 Timothy 2:8. I would therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubt. In like manner also that women adore themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, and not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costless array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, you female pastors, nor to assert authority over the man, you independent women, but to be in silence. For Adam was formed first, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith, in charity, holiness, and with sobriety. Sobriety.
You're gonna get saved by the man. Through
Through
childbearing. That's what you're gonna get saved from. If you got a hopeful elect man, shit, you better do whatever in your power to keep him. Because if not, you're gonna get linked up with a 2/3 and get destroyed.
Yep. Because the two-third mindset is not gonna know what to do when the destruction is gonna come right here on America. So that's another reason why you're gonna follow behind that man, and he gonna lead you right to the slaughter, and he ain't even gonna know. That basically goes back to Matthew 15:14. That let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind.
Yeah, kind.
And they gonna fall in that ditch, and that ditch is the grave.
Yeah, and I like how it said continue in the faith, in charity. So a man that got the faith and he doing charity like we doing right now, giving out this word, you know, showing true love, that's the type of man a woman should be seeking for. You know? Not some hood nigga with the bag. Cause like I said, the argument put out, he gonna get you killed. When all hell break loose, society break down, he ain't gonna know what to do. Cause he ain't got the knowledge or the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shah.
Not only that, because you're not seeking his knowledge, but his knowledge is basically, it can actually give you it humbles you, and it can actually teach you how to control your emotions. The wicked 2/3 niggas, they ain't gonna know how to control their emotions. They gonna act like bitches just like you women.
Just like that Willie Lynch thing said.
Right. Yep, exactly, exactly like it's Willie Lynch. You know what I'm saying? To make them, because the Willie Lynch letter said he's gonna make the man at a weaker state and be dependent on Esau Edom, aka your white man.
Now, like when I heard this verse, it said, let the woman learn the silence with all subjection. Man, to get this truth, a lot of y'all women need to shut up.
Yep.
Quit talking so much. Quit thinking you already know the gospel. No, you don't. What you know is plantation Christianity. You know the lie. So to get the truth, that's what you got to do. You got to come humbly, and you got to listen to a man convey the truth to you. You got to shut up.
You can't learn and talk at the same time. It's not possible.
Nah, they want to just keep talking. I know about Jesus. I know about God. You don't know nothing. You know? What you know is the lie. The serpent had already plowed you over. Yep. Gave you that forbidden fruit, and you running with it.
And it started with this right here.
And so here come a hopefully elect man try to get the truth, and they don't want to shut up. Because they think they supposed to be the head and run their mouth. They want to be over us.
Yeah.
The serpent gave them power over us, and they want to keep that power. Right now, hey, you coming out of power. You know, when the society go, your power go. Because the only little power you thought you had, Esau Edom gave you that. Mm-hmm. And he gave you a lie.
Well, why you think they want to negotiate with the woman and the woman only? Because they know Yeah, they know they can take their power away from the woman. They give power to the man, they gonna have to fight up for it. Okay? And I got that precept where it said the gotta abide.
Yeah, pull that out.
Okay.
Pull that out.
This is Sirach, chapter 20 and verse 8. A drunken woman in a gather of blood caused great anger. She would not cover her shame.
Shame face.
Okay. And in verse 9 it said, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty look and eyelid.
Auntie going to proud,
Yeah.
and it said her eyes, and it said eyelids. All these chicks were what?
Yeah.
Fake eyelids,
Yeah.
man, about this long, man. So they let you know what's going on. Hey, man, hey, you can't make this up. How about y'all shot on point, man?
And it's in verse 10, it said, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself to over much liberty.
Too much liberty. And then, what? Like I said earlier, what did Esau Edom give our women in this country, Babylon the Great? They got all the liberty to do whatever they want to do. They can be the biggest hoe, but in fact, he pay you to be a hoe. You know? He give you money, give you a platform. You got what? OnlyFans, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat.
And then I like how it said she abused herself with over much liberty. You notice like Cardi B did an interview with Black TV and he asked if she was happy with all this money. She had this look in her eye, like you can see that she said, yeah, sometimes. She wasn't happy, man. Like, I mean, she abused herself and she knows she did wrong just to get all that fortune.
And I like how when you read, it said a drunken woman, right?
Yep,
What's
woman.
she drunk on?
The
wine and philosophies of Babylon the Great, man.
Yep.
That's why I said right here to keep, what it say, sobriety, to keep sober, because you can't be drunk on these foreign philosophies, man. You know what I'm saying? That when you let a woman that's drunk on this philosophy, she's going to be full of that wickedness. You let her gather a bride, which, you know, the liberty to do whatever she want to do. Hey, she going to mess everything up, because she totally on. You know, she ain't shame-faced it. She ain't wearing models of pearl. You know, and then, we talking about shame-faced it, man. Did I pull that out earlier? A shameless woman. You already know where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
You already know where I'm going, man.
Yeah, right.
Because, hey, check it out. This is Sirach 26:25. A shameless woman should be counted as a dog.
Right.
But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. So right there, the Most High just called you a bitch. You know? Because he said a shameless woman's counted a dog. What's a female dog? So excuse my French for saying that, but the Most High just said that in the word. You know, that's why we get that term right there. And when you think about it, they really do act like that, man. They all act off their instincts. If a Negro pull up with some 24s, with a grip of money, you know, anything to please their flesh, hey, she gonna be in heat.
Got some Jordans on and a chain on.
Yeah, hey, mouthful got a grill in, it's over.
Right.
Hey, your chick about to get in there and swallow all his children.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, then wipe her mouth, go home and kiss you at night. Then get on you and try to get on you for cheating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think you cheating. And she got a mouth full of a man's kids. You know? And that's what we dealing with in this society, man. These women, they probably got like 8, they got rosters. Because they got what? POF, Tinder, all these little Facebook. You know, they can have about 5 different dudes. Like one dude pay my car note. One dude pay my electric bill. One dude, he got the big meat, he make me feel good.
Another nigga gon' give me a ride to the grocery store. I really don't do nothing for him, but you know.
Yeah, she don't give him nothing. Yeah, he get talk. You know, he get my conversation.
This dude listen good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Big Tukey for 5'8". He got that ride.
Right.
Hey, one of my kinfolks got told that, man. The chick straight came out her mouth and told us that, like, she let him eat it, but she got other dudes that she let get it. But she told him he can eat it, though.
Yeah.
And he was the one taking care of him. And she came out and told him that. And I'm just looking like, wow, that shows no shame right there. She's like, yeah, she talking about she don't want to be sprung by him, but I got other dudes, I let them get it. But I let him eat it, though. So then the other homie's like, hey, man, you looking the frosting off the cake. He all, baby, if I look at the frosting off the cake, we like, yeah, nigga, you didn't hear what she just said? Like, yeah. So, hey, that's how these women getting down, man. This what? In 2016, 2015? So this 2021, don't tell her how they getting down now, man.
It's worse now.
Hey, a chick might come to you, you might get some, she already got about 3 different dude seeds in her.
Yeah.
You know? She done took a little whole bath.
Just
Not
left a
even
train
working.
station.
A train, hey, they got a train ran on them.
Man, just,
Hey, about a whole Hoover,
man,
the whole 4-7 done ran through them.
The whole football and basketball team. Shit.
Yeah, basketball team done ran through it. Then she gonna come out like, well, I ain't married yet. I'm a good woman. These men ain't no good.
Man.
These men ain't stepping up. They intimidated by a strong woman.
Nah.
No, heifer, you a hoe.
Yeah.
They're like, look, Kim gonna try to complain why men don't marry her and why Biggie chose Faith. Because you a hoe.
And I like how you said that, because you said a strong woman. A true strong woman is a woman that got standards, okay? A standard, a woman that can hold on and try to find that, you know, that elect man. You know, that man is gonna treat him right. Not this woman that just loot. That ain't no strong woman. You know what I'm saying? They give it up easy. You ain't strong if you give it up easy.
God, and be in subjection to her man, and know how to uplift her man, and uplift him, and putting things in him so he can go out and do what he need to do. That's a strong woman right there. Not no loudmouth ass woman that put hands on her dude. That's not a strong woman. That's an ignorant, wicked woman that we just ran through plenty of precepts to show you that's what that is. You know? And that's women's problem. They don't even know what a woman is, because they don't read these scriptures. They don't have the wisdom not to understand of a true woman.
I know when you mentioned the point that I thought of precept when you mentioned that a woman drunken with the philosophy. Because this is 1 Peter 5 and 8. And it says, be sober, be vigilant, because the adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion walking about seeking whom he may devour. So when he came to Eve with that philosophy, he sought out, he found out who he can devour. He knew he couldn't go to the man, so he's gonna go to the woman to help destroy our nation. And that's why he went to the woman first, going back to the Garden of Eden. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he went to Eve first and not Adam.
She a weaker vessel.
Yeah.
And I ain't just saying that to be like, I'll try to put women down. That's the truth. You are the weaker vessel.
That's
you were made from a man, which I got the scripture for that. This is 1 Peter 3 and 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as been heirs together the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. You know? So that right there is telling us to deal with you according to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this word right here. You know? And to, it said, giving you honor unto the weaker vessel. So I just read the scripture like, you are the weaker vessel. You were made for the man, you were made for the man. That's why you were created. See, women don't even know why they was made. They think they're supposed to go out and get a career and go conquer the world. I am woman, hear me roar and all that. No, you were made. Exactly. You were made for the man. You was made to give glory and to be, like I said earlier, a pillar of rest to the man. You're supposed to please your man. That's how your worth of a woman is. How good are you are pleasing to your man, to your husband, man. That's where your true worth come in, man. Raising your children and pleasing your man. Not no career. Not no, I'm gonna go out and try to conquer the world, because you're gonna fail in that. Because you wasn't built to dominate the world. The menu was given to the man, not to the woman. And this you can't go against the word of Yahweh Shah. You do that, you're gonna fail every time. You a foolish woman. You know? Straight up. That's clamorous. You know, that shows you simple, you don't know nothing. Trying to go against the you know what I'm saying, the God who done made the sun, moon, and stars. You gonna try to go against that? You stupid. And the reason you being stupid because you follow after the main idiot, which is Esau Edom, aka the white man. They big, the Bible calls them fools, which I wasn't gonna pull that, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it. I'm gonna get it. Because man, the Most High said it perfectly, Isaiah 3 and 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. So it said the children rule over us. He called Esau a child. And why he called Esau a child? Because he an idiot. He don't do nothing beneficial. Only thing Esau good at doing is being wicked and evil. That's the only thing he good at doing. He only good at what? Killing, stealing, and destroying. Right. Now at that, they experts. You can't beat them at that. That's why the Most High blessed them with the blessing of the sword. Because that's their job, is to kill, steal, and destroy, and give out judgment.
Why you think America got the biggest military power?
That's sword.
Man, they dominate the whole world in there. Okay? I got a precept to back you up on that. the woman that's being submissive with the husband.
Yeah, because I brought out like how it said that the women rule over us.
Yeah.
So go ahead and bring that out.
Okay, and it says, this 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1, it says, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husband, that if any obey not the word, they also may, without the word, be won by the conversation of the wives. It said verse 2, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and wearing of gold and of putting on apparel. And it says, but let be the hidden men of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of the meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High of great price. And that's going back into that humble woman, that woman that learned in silence. Okay, that's why it says when it says be subjected to your own husband, it's not saying that we want you to be as a slave. Okay, it ain't saying that we want you to basically shut up all the time. Like when you go home, you know what I'm saying, you speak to your husband, you learn from him. And there's a scripture that speaks about that too, right? Yeah, so it's the scripture that speaks about that.
That goes with what you just said. Being subjected to your husband. Being subjected to your husband means to listen to your husband, hearken.
Yeah.
You know? And if you got a man that's led by Yahweh Shah, he not gonna steer you wrong. He's steering you into eternal life. He leading you to the living waters. You know, that's the best man you can have right there. So that's the man you should be accepted to, because he gonna lead you to your deliverance. He gonna lead you to the kingdom of heaven. Especially if you can break down the mysteries of the kingdom. That's the man you need to hearken to right there. That's the man you need to be subjected to, you know? Because I think, man, in scripture it says to give your daughter to a man of understanding. So you're only supposed to give your daughter to a man that got the wisdom knowledge of Yahweh Shah. So we all off on that, man, because we went into slavery. Like I read the Willie Lynch letter. All they got broke up. That's why we just not coming back into that knowledge now, because, you know, now a father love to give his daughter to a rich man. That rich man be wicked as all hell, man. Leave her in the straight wilderness or get her destroyed, man. And a lot of dudes ain't even out here to get their daughters up to other dudes. They in jail, dead. So a lot of women, like, there's no understanding of wisdom getting handed down to nobody. The women ain't got it, you know, which I got a precept on that, you know, the wisdom, not understanding comes first to the man, then it comes to the woman. So what we doing now, we've been setting order right now before. That's why this devil is scrambling so hard, because the true men are coming back into the knowledge of who they are, and order's being set up. And with order being set up, they can't run that game no more. That Willie Lynch letter don't apply no more. Let's go out the window, because we're gonna handle things in proper order, you know? So that right there, that's what got Esau Edom scrambling, man. He don't want that, man. That's what got our women, the wicked women of our nation, scrambling. Because with proper order come, she knows she gotta get that power up. I can't run my mouth. I can't run this dude like I want to. I can't do what I want to do no more. Now comes correction and rebukes. Now comes order. And I know that, like you read earlier, let the woman gather abroad, much liberty. They don't want order. She want to be out of order.
They don't want to get held accountable for their wickedness.
There you go. They want to be shameless. They don't want to be shamefaced, man. That's why, I call her Lord Yahweh Shah. He woke me up to this truth. I got me a daughter, and I'm raising her up in the truth, man. And if we still here, I'm hoping to pass on to a brother that's in the truth as well. That's why I know she good. Because if he governed by this book, you know, and he walking in it and living it, she good. Because he gonna lead her, you know, into the kingdom. So right now, man, that's what's going on right now. Women, man, if any women, like, we got out here, the ones that came back, you know, great. Y'all are faith boosters. But I see that because y'all have no reason, y'all got all liberty. So for you to come back and see how about shot, that's power to me. That shows great power to me. So I'm like, man, you could be going out, be a hoe, getting your money up, but yet you over here keeping the law, touching commandments, best of your ability. Y'all got your hair wrapped, y'all got some models of proof. That's power. I mean, great power. Because I mean, this whole thing is built for you to go off, and you not. So I love y'all. I love y'all. I mean, y'all represent your Yahweh Shah to the best right there. And for y'all women that's just getting into this, that's new to this, hey, peep them out, learn this truth as much as you can, and come back, man, because this whole place is about to go. Being a hoe ain't gonna be profitable in a minute, at all. you know, and you with your titties out and your ass out, excuse my French, when this all system break down, some military dudes gonna break your house, they see that, hey, they gonna take advantage of you.
Get raped and ravaged.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the scripture that's what's gonna happen to them. Because you know, you advertising your hashtag all over the internet, and you got men that be stalking women too. They actually know where you live at. So when this shit really hit the fan, you're gonna be one of those women that get ravaged by a lot of men.
And this already happening today.
Yep.
Like some dude in Tulsa, he was stalking his ex co-worker and went to her house, shot her boyfriend, and tried to kidnap her. This was just the other day.
Man, see?
And see, you never know, that could be your judgment. The Most High might be mad about all the hoarding you doing.
Yep.
He might just send a wicked dude to snatch you up and rape you, you know what I'm saying? Or you might get a group of men that might rape you. You never know.
That precept, that be spirit creative prevention.
Spirit creative bitch. So, hey, it's man, it do you good to come back into law, such commandments, and let your how about your own shirt reign over you. And dress modestly. That's safety in that, man. Like, if you got it like that, you beautiful. You ain't got to show your butt off like that. You ain't got to show your cleavage off like that. Really, us men, like us men that got our mind right, we looking for women like that. I love to see women with their hair covered up. I love to see women, you know, covered up. You can still, you can still be beautiful.
Wearing that long sundress and all of that.
Yeah, man. So, hey, we not looking, because I see women with their ass out, they titty. I'm like, that's a hoe right there.
Yep.
And I'm at the point now, I'm tired of hoes, man. Because hoes, you might get burnt. You know, issues come with a hoe. You know, she might got 5 Negroes looking, little Pookie Ray Ray come looking for you.
Yeah.
Nigga, you done, that's my chick, you know, ride on you.
And that's why it says, man, walkers don't walk in her path, because her ways is to the depth of chamber. You know what I'm saying? So,
To that ditch. The red proverb, deep ditch, man, really lead to hell, man. All kind of stuff come from that, man. So, man.
And just a side note, you know, when we get back into the to our righteous order, the Most High is gonna provide everything for you. You know, what Cardi B got in this world, the women of the Lord, the women that follow the ways of Yahweh, they gonna have what Cardi B had times 10. Woo! So,
Hey, tell it. Hey, Becky gonna be serving you.
Hey,
You
really?
gonna tell Becky, hey man, get my tea and make sure it's clean, Becky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's rulership.
Yeah.
Cardi B ain't got that. She got a man, that white man called her up. The limo is waiting outside. Me and my executives, we need, you know, we need our Jimmy sucked. And then she gotta do it.
Hey, and she had to do that for her, and Megan Thee Stallion had to do that shit in the Grammy. They basically did what the artist said. Be out of the limo, and I want you to be hoes out in front of everybody.
Everybody. You want your career to keep going? You better dab it up.
Right.
You know? You know what I'm saying? Get that KY jelly and toot it up.
Bust it open.
Yeah.
Hey, for some 80-year-old Edomite, man, wrinkled up. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's bad living right there. That ain't good living. That's it. Y'all should not envy them hoes. Them hoes, like Ox said earlier, them hoes ain't happy, man.
Yeah.
They putting on a show. True happiness gonna come when we get the kingdom. When we get the kingdom, oh man, hey, you get out there, man, pull out that whip and beat Becky till her skin come off.
Man.
You know? Rulership, baby.
Hey.
That's what we got coming.
Hey, especially if she ain't make your wine right. Beat the hell out of her. Bitch, you better go back there and do it again.
Hey, and find diamonds, gold.
Right.
That's ain't no balling out in this kingdom nowhere close how we gonna do it in the kingdom, man. In our kingdom, ain't nowhere near close, man.
Right.
I mean, hey, we're gonna be in palaces, castles. I mean, you can't compare on this side of what we about to get, man.
Why you think Esau Edom put the curse on us, man? Because that's the reason why. The Esau Edom broke us down and broke us out of order because they know they couldn't deal with us. When we dealing with the Most High, they can't compete with us, man. They can't even touch us. And when we get back, hey man, shit, we gonna have slaves of our own too.
They couldn't do nothing with us in
Both men
King
and
David's rule.
No, they was in subjection then. Think about it, it was like a mini run until the kingdom come.
Yeah.
Because Esau Edom was in subjection when King David, King Solomon was running. You know, our ancestors had to get back into sin, and that's how this devil came up. They come up, you think about it, Akim, they come up off our sin. When we mess up, that's the only time the devil can rise up. We get back right, and he go right back to what the Most High said, a base man on your belly you should go, and he get back on that ground. You know what I'm saying? Get back on that belly, man. We're gonna be walking on them like the ground.
Putting our foot on the goddamn neck.
Yeah, it's gonna reverse.
Yep.
That's why this man is tripping right now. The reversal is about to happen. It's happening right in front of their eyes, man.
That's the reason why they trying to push that jab. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and prosecution is coming. They got to get us off this corner, man. We ran out the truth right now. They got to stop that. This upright conversation going on right now. You got to stop that, man. That's order, man. We telling y'all how to get back in order. Telling you what the men really want, the Most High. You know, telling and giving praise to the women of the Most High that came back. Cause I love y'all women, man. Y'all are faith boosters. Cause that's power to me.
Yeah,
every time I see them, yeah, cause it's rare. I don't even know. I got like, man, shout out to the one chick. You know, I brought the truth. I hope you're still learning. So I hope you're still watching. You know, the Jeremiah. This girl, hey, treat her out right, man. Hey, keep going, man. I love that. That's a beautiful thing, man. So that's the only two I know. Other than that, I don't know no many, man. You go out, you look, you just see hoes everywhere.
Spandex pants everywhere.
That make me think of that precept. Who can find a virtuous woman that's more precious than Ruby?
And they are. They
and
truly
notice
are.
how it says rubies were extra than plural. More precious than Ruby. That's more than one Ruby. A
Yeah,
woman like
nah.
you way more valuable than a Ruby, especially if you follow the ways of the Lord.
Man, a woman that y'all about to say how she is, man. Hey, really, you did better. Find one of you did better than hitting the lotto.
Yeah.
She worth more than the lotto, man.
Man.
You find a virtuous woman, hey, you can't beat that, man.
King Solomon had 1,000 of them and didn't even find one.
Man. Hey.
In the kingdom.
And that's what he said. I found more bitter than death.
Man, so, man, y'all want to close up with that right? Y'all got more precepts? Let me go ahead and close up with that, man. I hope this is edifying. With that being said, hey, all praise to your house, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakadash, Kwang Yasharala, baby.
DTA Bible Bob.
Hey, y'all women come back to the truth, man. We love y'all righteous women.